Yeah, it's lucky, man. We run out of time on that chip, but we're back, man. Hey, all these prophecies of the World War III and the collapse of this world and the time of Jacob trouble are escalating by the week. By the week, you know, you can see that this thing is getting closer and closer, man. Hey, but we hit that scripture right there.
That's Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come.
And them scriptures are coming, man. And they're speaking. Alright? Them scriptures, them prophecies are coming to pass as we speak, man. We're in some perilous times right now, man. Hey, this is Ecclesiastes. Did I read it already? I'm gonna read it again, man. Ecclesiastes 8:5. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment, man. We're in that time. Now I want to get this scripture here. This was the main scripture I wanted to bring out, man. You know, because this is the days of Noah rant, man. Okay? Matthew the 24th chapter from 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. What does that mean? It means it was business as usual, man. And that's the spirit that these people got on them, man. Here it is. Brothers are watching all the time, that because anything could go down at any moment, man. Right? World War III, any event can happen right now to push into that, the martial law, any false flag. You got the economy, man. Brothers have been watching the stock market like we're stockbrokers, man. For the last like 2 weeks, man, brothers have been checking the stock market every day, man. I've been checking, when I wake up in the morning, I'm checking the end of the Chinese market, because the Chinese market closes. Then when 8 p.m. comes, 8 a.m. comes, I'm watching the FTSE, you know what I'm saying? The FTSE and the, I forgot what the name of the other one is, over there in Europe. Because I got my app right here, man. My Yahoo, the DAX, okay? The CAC. I'll be watching them. Then I'll wait for 2 p.m. And 2 p.m. is when the Dow and the Nasdaq open up. And I'll be watching the Dow and the Nasdaq and the SP 500. You know, to see what's popping off, man. Because we in that time, man. But for everyone, I remember the day when it was the Monday, when, you know, people were looking to see if the stocks were going to take a belly up. And I went to the gym. And I was in the gym, right, and I'm just watching these stocks and shit, you know, seeing if shit was going to pop off anymore. And I'm watching people walking up and down, and enough of them had no idea. If the stock market had crashed 100,000 points, you know, it ain't 100, you know, it's only like, you know, FTSE's got about 6,000 points in it. But I'm just saying, man, if the FTSE went down to 100, these motherfuckers wouldn't even have known until, you know, it was too late. Which is already too late for them anyway. These people are in La La Land, man. A lot of these people, like when we're down in Oxford Street, they're going around shopping. They have no idea that a sword is being sharpened for them. That great tribulation and terrors are upon them. Okay, it's business as fucking usual for these people, man. Go on, bro. Oh boy.
This is RT. China marks 70th V-Day anniversary.
Which that's spiritual. It's 70th anniversary of V-Day, man. 70th. 7 represents completion, man. Hey, the scripture said the third woe cometh quickly, and it's spiritual as well. It's 7 years on from the 2008 crash that they had, panic that they had. Hey, the numbers are all adding up right now. Go on, bro.
China marks 70th V-Day anniversary with spectacular parade. That's the title. Celebrating the 70th anniversary of Japan's capitulation in World War II. China has showcased hundreds of its newest military hardware in a remarkable parade, which saw some 12,000 troops marching across Tiananmen Square in front of dozens of world leaders.
Yeah, can't. And you got China, they sent their ships over there to Alaska. Look, man, all kind of things are going on right now. They're gearing up for this war. They're doing all kind of underhanded black ops moves that are happening, which these people are totally, if you ask the average person, most of them probably don't know about the explosion that happened in China. especially the average Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indian, if you say, look man, what happened in China, like, you know, with that explosion? What explosion? You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, bro, man, you know that was America. They did a black ops on them motherfuckers, man. They wouldn't know nothing about that, man. Because these people, to them is business as usual. They're in a delusional state, man. They're still caught up in the illusion, the witchcraft of the so-called white man. The media, the entertainment, which is the word entertainment is actually goes back. Amusement. The word amusement goes back to a military strategy of distraction. That's actually a military strategy to amuse the other army, to do something which distracts them. That's what these people are caught up in, distractions, man. And their eye ain't on the ball, man. Alright?
This is another document called from softmag.com. It says a swift response, massive NATO airdrop over Germany. 1,100 soldiers from 8 nations jumped into the Hohenfels training area during exercise Swift Response. 15 making it one of the largest multinational airborne training events since the end of the Cold War.
Because they're gearing up for that Third World War, man. That First World War is at hand. It's already begun, man. It's being fought financially, economically. It's being fought right now with proxy armies and black ops. And soon, what's the next stage from that? What's the next stage from proxy wars and conventional warfare, man? Straight up head collisions, man. You see, Russia and them are ready to do away with the dollar, so America got to do something, man. They're playing that chess game, but there comes a point in chess. Bro, you know when they're playing chess, they're moving the pieces around, and no one ain't ready at nothing yet, or they might eat a pawn. There comes a time when you gotta go in. If you keep fucking around and the other person's gonna make a move that's gonna be detrimental to you, and there comes a point where you gotta throw that punch. You can't just be jabbing all night. They gotta come a point where you gotta hit man with that right hand when you see the opportunity. Otherwise, you might be, you see that in a boxing match. A boxing match is like a chess game. You might get a guy, he's fighting the other guy, and he's doing everything right, but he ain't capitalizing on it. He's still trying to build his way up to that attack. But then he gets tired and loses his advantage, so the other guy attacks. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what America and Russia, they're playing a chess game right now, and there's gonna come a time when America's gonna say, fuck it, now is the time. If we wait any longer, we're gonna be at a disadvantage. Okay? That's what it is, because if America can't afford to implode and then go to war, you know what I'm saying? They can't afford to be weakened and then go to war. You gotta go to war when you're stronger than your enemy. And more, America is being weakened in comparison to Russia and China, man. So how long is it gonna take before America say, fuck it, man? We just gotta go all out on this motherfucker, man. Which they gonna be drawn into that by the so-called Jew. So-called Jews probably gonna say, fuck it, if we gonna do something, America gonna be too weak to back us up anyway. We gotta force America to go into this war now. You know what I'm saying?
This is recent news. 5 Chinese warships spotted off Alaska coast during Obama's visit. That was released today on Fox News.
See, this is the kind of news that we're watching, man. Brothers be watching because our eyes are open. We're not asleep. Our eyes are open to what's going on out here, man. But these people out here, man, that's outside of this truth, man, there is business as usual, man. Weddings and parties and clubbing, and they have no idea of the severity of the times that they're living in, man. No idea. They're in la fucking land. But there's gonna come a time when they're not gonna be able to sleep anymore. There's gonna come a time when that big tub of ice cold water is gonna be thrown on their ass and wake them out of that sleep, man. There's gonna come a time, and it's really going, you know when these people are really gonna fucking wake up? When their bank accounts are empty. When Esau does whatever false flag he's gonna do, which upsets the financial system and everything, and their bank accounts are empty. That's when when people have the ability to make money, it's business as usual, right? They don't really care to, especially here in the West. In the West, yeah, it's an economic downturn, but most people can still make some kind of money. They might have a dead-end job. They might have a shitty job struggling to pay rent, but they could still do something. And from they could do a little something, it's alright. Or they'll have hope that things are going to get better. When your bank account's fucking empty, and the shops are empty, and it ain't business as usual. What do I mean by business as usual? Primark's shut.
Done.
No, they've given you. They're not even giving you the call. You just already know. I ain't going to work today. The way shit's going down, ain't nobody going to work today. That's gonna happen. What you think? You think during when the stock market crashes and the false flag and martial law and all that goes down, that motherfuckers is still gonna be going to work? You think that the manager's gonna come and open up shop? Ain't no one can't buy nothing. They ain't got no money. They're gonna have to bring in that emergency system of, they're gonna be doing rationing. So your super mall is gonna be turned into a concentration camp. You ain't gonna be no work, man. And that's when people are going, oh shit, what the fuck is going on, man? Because it's not business as usual. Right now it's business as usual. You can go down to Oxford Street, there's motherfuckers out there spinning on their head. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers in the street spinning on their head, playing drums on pots and singing and dances, and you got bitches hopping out and in and out of cabs and walking around with their bags and shopping and all that, and it looks like business. When we're at camp, it's business as usual, right? The day's gonna come when it ain't gonna be business as usual, man.
This is Matthew 26 and 41.
Mm-hmm.
Salakia. This is Mark 13 and 33. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is.
You gotta be always ready, man. You gotta watch, and these people ain't watching for the destruction. They have no fucking idea, man. Okay? And like I said, this is the days of Noah rant, man. You people out there are fucking zombies, man. And it's beautiful, because this thing's gonna catch you unawares, man. Hey, brother, get the book of Isaiah, the 47th chapter. When all hell comes loose on America, it's gonna come upon America to the point where the majority of people in America never saw it coming, man. And that's fulfilling prophecy. That's gonna actually in itself fulfills prophecy. Because the scripture says, suddenly shall it come upon them, and they shall not know from whence it riseth. Get that real quick, bro. Isaiah the 47th chapter. When all the hell comes down on America, the majority of people in America, except for a few of them motherfucking them preppers, them doomsday prepping ass motherfuckers, which they're a minority. You know what I'm saying? They're a huge minority. The masses of the people ain't in that spirit. But they have to fulfill their, fulfill their lot. But the majority of the people, I'll say at least 98% of the people in America, man. You got the top 1% know, and the bottom 1% know what's about to go down. You know what I mean? There ain't that many preppers. Most people are not prepping. They're not in the spirit of prepping or thinking that some great catastrophe is about to go down. We might even do a survey at camp, man. Just start interviewing people on the street, man. And just look, man. What's your thoughts, man? Most of these people ain't thinking that what's gonna go down is gonna go down. Otherwise, if they thought it, would they not be preparing themselves? Okay, and you got that in Isaiah 47. Just like a lot of you Israelites, a lot of you guys calling yourself Israelites, man, you don't really believe what's gonna go down is gonna go down, man. That's why you fucking around, man. Having parties at the Passover and all of this madness, man. Trying to save black people, man. Cause you guys don't even know. Oh, what's going on in Venezuela, man? That's pure hell over there. You got that in Isaiah 47, bro?
Yeah, I got it. This is Isaiah 47 and 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Go on.
Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth.
Thou shalt not know from that, meaning when America collapses into that death and destruction, the World War III, they're gonna have Chinese troops. Fuck, they're gonna be World War III is gonna actually be fought in America too. See, World War I, they weren't touched. World War II was not fought on the shores of America. the American troops have always been in someone else's backyard fighting. No. This time, you're going to have Chinese troops and Russian troops, paramilitaries in America, man. And the troops in America are going to be fighting against them in America too, as well as martial law. It's going to be some fucking chaos going on out there, man. That's why they're going to need the chip to identify motherfuckers, man. There's going to be some chaos going out there, man. And people are going to bug out. Oh, shit, man, what the fuck? Because it's going to come so fast, man. When that next false flag happens, right now we're like on a gradient going down into it like this. When that next false flag happens, it's just gonna do that. It's gonna be like a Bugatti, man. You're gonna go from 0 to 60 in was it 3 or 4 seconds or some shit, man.
Well, that's like a plane, you know. If a plane goes so high, if it goes too high, it just starts dropping and it just falls straight down.
Well, yeah. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a free fall. Like I said, it's gonna be like a Bugatti, man, and it's gonna happen so quick. Things are going to change so quickly from business as usual, meaning last week was business as usual. This week, you don't even know if you're going to have food to eat tonight. That's going to bug these people out, man. Because they're not going to know. They're going to be saying to themselves, they're going to be, ripping it. How? Why didn't no one tell me, How did this happen? They're going to be perplexed as to when if you were actually watching what's been going on for the last 10 years, it is to be expected. Furthermore to that, if you were to follow what's in the scriptures, you would see that it was inevitable. All right?
This is the Mail Online. Empty shelves across Venezuela due to tumbling oil prices create a new industry. People queuing up for goods that have probably run out earn more than professors. So basically the storehouses are very empty, man, and that goes back to the 16th of January. And guess what?
It's still going on now. It's getting worse over there. They got to put the military out there, man. And that's a light thing. That's a light thing compared to what's going to happen, man. Look, man, things are going to get bad, man. Real quick, real soon. That's why you always got to be keeping your eyes open. You got to stay in the spirit, man. Because if you take your eye off the ball, these niggas want to... See, winter's coming. It's funny, man. Because them niggas only ready... It feels like them niggas only ready just started going out there. I'm talking about the niggas that call themselves Israelites. They're not Israel, they're niggas. They took the winter off. They're going to take the winter off again. Hey, the Lord's going to come. The Lord might come. Lord will in this winter, man. And these niggas are going to be at home. They ain't going to be in the spirit. Because you know what, man? When you ain't going out there and teaching the word. And then like Baloo does one video when he feels like on GMS. Baloo ain't in the spirit, man. I know Baloo ain't really checking out what's going on. When he ain't doing his one video on GMS or watching GMS videos to score, he's fucking with his boyfriend or, whatever the fuck that nigga's doing in his spare time. He ain't in the spirit. I know he ain't got... Hey, brothers have got their phones. Man, brothers will be working. I know, I speak for all the brothers. Brothers will be at work, sneaking your phone. Yo, what's Judge Report saying? Let me check this site here, man. Yo, let me hit my Google Plus up, see if any brothers found any videos and that. Brothers are constantly, all the time, checking what's going on. Eyes open. That don't sound like Dabu. Eyes open, man. But them guys, they ain't looking for the Lord to come. That's why they take winters off. So it's spiritual. We're going to see if you guys going to take this winter off, man. Well, guess what? You might be found... Hey, the scripture says, if that servant had known the hour when the Lord cometh... Hey, get that, man. We might finish up on that, man. On these wicked-ass niggas. Right? Because that's these niggas, man. Like all these niggas really lost faith in the coming of the Lord. That's why their mission statements have all changed. Their mission statements are all about saving black people and saving everybody and part-time Israelites, man. Whereas the apostles, the elders of GMS, the apostles, the true prophets, they stayed on mission, on target, okay? Never looked back and constantly hastened the day. Meaning they're going to work. They've been working from the day they got in this truth, and they had the same mission they had back then is the same mission they have now, to seal the elect and prophesy the end of America, and they're looking and hastening to the end of this time, man. And they know that these prophecies are going to come to pass and destruction is coming. Whereas you niggas doubt it, man. That's why you basically try to make a way for your life in the world and sacrifice the truth. When you're supposed to sacrifice the world to do this truth. Because you know this world is vanity. This world fadeth away. The fashions of this world fadeth away. That's what Baloo did. That's why you got extra hours at work. Hold on, you got extra hours at work. You couldn't do no extra hours for the Lord. You have to take the winter off. You wicked nigga, man. And you started turning, the scripture said he would turn around and start beating the fellow servants. And that's why you guys hate GMS. You know? And let me say something about you. Hold on, bro, I'll get it.
12:47, Luke.
Yeah, it's in 12 or so, but start from, it's in Matthew the 24th chapter and 42. Read from there. Hey, that's sick. It's you niggas, Sakari, man, coming up against the apostles, man. Don't you know that the apostles have been in this truth for decades, man? That's decades of battling demons, battling the pride of life, suffering and patience, being tested by demons day. Because when you're in this truth, you're tested by demons day in, day out, man. And you know what I'm saying? The longer you're waiting, the more them demons are going, maybe the Lord ain't going to come back. You ain't had your faith tested like the apostles have, man. So you ain't been approved, man. But you going to come up against those men in pride, nigga. You, nigga, like, you're fucked in the head, man. You're fucked in the head, man, to come up against men. Man, I've been in this truth for what, 6 years? Man, I don't know, I feel like I've been through mad hell. How much more say the apostles, man? And I have yet to prove myself in that regard. If I ain't been doing the truth as long as the apostles, I haven't proven myself as they have. When I do the same amount of time as them, then I can say I've proven myself. But guess what? I'm never going to do the same as them. Them men have had a harder road than me. That's never going to change. There's nothing you can do to take that away from them or equal it. There's no equaling what they've done. Unless you can be born at the same time as them and put in the same time and go through the tribulation. None of us ain't gone through the year 2000 thing, man. The year 2000 was a heavy test of faith. Brother, in year 2000, those little niggas in school fucking around, smoking weed and doing pure demonic activities, man. We didn't even know nothing about the Lord coming to you. You know what I'm saying, man? You can't ever match up to those men, man. You can't even dream to match up to those men. You can only walk your road and hope that ye are reproved in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahshua to receive salvation, because we can all receive the penny. But in terms of works and the trials, they've been through the greater trials and faith, the trials of their faith. That's why they're esteemed in a higher position, man. Because they've been through it, man. They pay you. What did Snoop Dogg say? They paid the cost to be the boss. All right, well, go on, bro.
I'll finish off on Isaiah 47.
Yeah.
Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee.
Yep.
Thou shalt not be able to put it off.
Because when this thing hits from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, there's not going to be no putting it off. There's not going to be no, wait a minute, let's have a team meeting, let's have a council meeting or what. No, it's just going to be chaos. No one ain't going to be able to stop it, man.
And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
That's right. And it's going to end in them nuclear missiles, man. And when them nuclear missiles are flying, those of you who are alive in America who ain't of the elect, you gonna think back to the month before, or because this thing's gonna go down quick. Well, you know, it's not gonna be, it might not even be a month, but this you gonna be able to think back and say, damn, man, not long ago, I was at a birthday party, you know, drinking yak, getting head of Suzanne in the toilet. Shit, man, the missiles. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know, some shit. You gonna think back to some shit you were doing, the business as usual, or your wedding. You might have just got married like a month ago, a month and a half ago, had your honeymoon, and the missiles are coming in. Oh, what the fuck? How the fuck did we get here, man? It's like waking up after a bad night, man, in the middle of nowhere. Like, how the fuck did I get here, man?
Hey, that's that little right now. You got pure examples going on in the other side of the world where people's weddings are actually getting blown up. You know, in those other countries, Iraq and so forth, people getting married over there, they got put to death.
Yep.
So you
look at Syria. Syria's fucked up. That's why people are running away from Syria, man.
Done.
Dying, trying to get away from there, and it weren't long ago where Syria was all right. About 2 years ago, it was all right. Now Islamic State are just chopping off heads, and there's all kind of war-torn business going on. And it changed overnight, right? It didn't take long to change.
No.
Just like Iraq, shock and awe happened. No, 1 minute it was cool. Next minute, you know, the American troops were fucking that shit up.
Matthew 24 and 22.
It's
and except those days should be shortened.
No, bro, 42.
42, Salaki. This is Matthew 24 and 42.
Yep.
Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come.
That's why you always got to constantly stay in the spirit, man. Constantly be dealing with these scriptures, watching videos, watching the apostles, doing videos, watching the news. That helps you to stay in the spirit, man. Because if you stop doing all that, the world is going. It's gonna be like, hey, you know when Neo was coming out the Matrix and he touched the mirror and then the shit started creeping up his hand and shit. Yeah, that's what this world will do to you, man. It will drag your ass back in, man. Just when I thought I was getting out, they pulled me back. The fucking Godfather shit.
But know this:
Satan will send 5 bitches after your ass with some tight asses and some good breasts. And they'll suck the fuck out of you and take your ass back into the world, man. You know, you gotta stay in the spirit, man. Just stay in your room. Stay in your room, man, and just be a hardcore soldier, man. Cause we gonna get all those fine and dainty things, man. Forget about women, and right now, to hell with these, women. And you might deal with your woman, but really, like, that's the minute amount of your time, man. Cause women affect your fucking vibration, man. Women try and impose themselves on your vibration. You really want to keep your own vibration the majority of the time, man. So you can't really be around women or even conversate and talk to women too fucking much, man. You gotta keep that shit to a minimum or to zero. Minimum or zero, 1 out of 2, But as long as you're staying in the spirit, it's all good.
But know this, that if the goodman of the house had known in what watch the thief would come.
Oh shit, look up the word watch. What watch? Because he's not, boy, this is a cold cut. Shit, I knew a girl named Falaki.
Strong's G 5438. Falaki.
So Nigerian bitch, go.
That means, this is the word watch in that verse. It means guard, watch, watching, keeping watch, to keep watch.
You had different watches. Now, let me ask you a question now. If you got a castle, and that castle has a guard regiment, right, or a guard routine, do they not have guards 24/7? There's a night shift, there's a day shift. Am I right or am I wrong? Of course. Now, do the guards take winter off? Like them Buffalo soldiers. You know, at Buckingham Palace, you got them Buffalo, them guys that guard Buckingham Palace. You think if you turn up in December that them guards are gone home? Them watchmen are gone home? No, them men are there 365, 7 days a week, 24/7, constantly watching the Buckingham Palace. Well, we gotta constantly be watching. We gotta always be on our watch, man. Now these niggas that's taking the winter off, that means they vacated that whole segment of the year, man. The autumn and the winter these niggas be taking off. So that's like almost half a year. These guys forgot about their post, man. Go on, bro.
Yeah, this is D. It says of the time of night during which guard was kept, and watch, i.e. a period of time during which part of the guard was on duty, and at the end of which others relieved him.
The others relieved them. Well, guess what, man? When you're in this truth, your watch is week in, week out, man. They ain't no, oh, brother, I'm gonna teach in the summertime, and you gonna teach in the winter. The scriptures, the Lord said, occupy till I come. The Lord said, if you put your hand to the plow, you can't take your hand off that plow. You gotta keep plowing, man. So you gonna do this work consistently, diligently, man, to make your calling and election sure, week in, week out, man, so that you ain't ever caught not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Let's go back, bro. Read the scripture. Baba Kasha. These scriptures cut these niggas. You see, that's why we say the scriptures is true. Because has to be somebody who fits this description, man. And it's mainly talking about you guys calling yourselves Israelites. Because you're the ones that really took hold of this duty, man. When you called yourself an Israelite, you started teaching the truth. This is you made yourself a watchman and a servant to the Lord, man. Go on, bro. Not them wicked motherfuckers in the churches, man. They ain't got nothing to do with the Lord. Go on, man.
That if the goodman of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
That's right. Go on.
Therefore, be ye also ready.
Be ye also ready. Hold on. Let's look up that word ready.
Strong's G 2092, hetomos.
That's hitamos. Prepare ready of things, of persons, ready prepared to do something to receive one coming.
Seasonable. What's it say here? Ready. Was it ready? Ready at hand. You gotta be ready at hand. What does it mean to be ready at hand, man? Warmed up and ready, man. You doing what you're supposed to be doing, man. We're supposed to be ready at all times, man. You're supposed to be always in the spirit, man. You can't take a whole half of the year off and cool off your spirit, man, and go back into the world. Go on, bro.
And this is
part-time is nice, man.
Salakia 42. Right. So it says, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in a due season.
Yeah, because that the elect are rulers, they're judges, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Go on.
Blessed is that servant, whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
So if the Lord is going to be coming at any time and the Lord's saying you're supposed to be ready, that means you can't take no time. Because when you take the time off in the winter, if the Lord come in the winter, the Lord ain't going to find you ready. Okay? Go on, bro.
Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods.
Yep, go on.
And if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming.
Which the majority of them guys who were back there, except for the apostles, this is what they thought after the year 2000. This is what was in their mind. The Lord delayeth his coming. So they always switched up the mission statement. So they either started using the truth to benefit themselves, like Nate. Nate sold out to make money. Johanna sold out to make money for himself. Or they turned it into a part-time thing. I don't want to give up all my life to this, because if the Lord don't come, I want to at least have some life. That pride of life, man. Go on, bro.
And shall begin to, but if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants.
That's why they're always talking shit about the apostles when all the apostles are doing are reproving them. They don't want to take reproof, but they steady coming at the apostles. They're basically, spiritually, they're trying to smite the apostles, man.
And to eat and drink with the drunk.
Meaning they basically of the world, man. A lot of these guys calling themselves Israelites, they're really of the world. ISUPK is really of the world. Nate and them, they're really of the world, man. They're Babylonian Israelites. Go on.
The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him.
That's why you don't see, first of all, you see all the things that are happening. Tazayak ain't pushing that. He's trying to deal with these black unconsciousness guys and make money, man. Because these guys don't really see the fall of America, man. They don't really see it, man, because the Lord have blinded them.
And in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
And with that, We're going Jay Shalom.